Oh God, my case involves my community, relatives, even from my father's side, like being attacked in a way. It's a very complicated case. So it could be none of my family members, because I also like looking at my behavior and what I started to do in year 2000. Like I could be a criminal, witchy behavior, cursing, abusing, and saying vulgar things. So this my case long way. My mother's uncle, why wasn't he given, like, recognized an award or even recognized for the Pakistan's national anthem, composing the music for it? So I had made a Facebook group, Punjabi, against this woman. So also this, like but before that, Ahmad Jagla, my mother's relative uncle, did not get recognized for composing the Pakistani national anthems music. And then my grandfather maternal, my grandmother Irani, right? So original, got married, to my grandfather, and my grandfather being Khoja Sindhi, like Ahmad Jagla, Ghulam Ali Jagla, who wasn't recognized for his music composition for Pakistan's national anthem. And so I started to suspect long time ago, in year 2000 that is, that someone, a Punjabi woman or Pathan, one of my mother's sisters said she was Punjabi, the other said she was Pathan, the youngest one said she was Pathan. So what happened is my grandfather married her, and then my grandmother couldn't accept. She was the first wife of my grandfather. Couldn't accept her, so he brought her home actually to Karachi. I don't know, from Punjab, Lahore, or where he married her, a Punjabi Pakistani. So maybe due to that, there are these very they don't forget and become revengeful, vindictive. And then we have these Pakistanis who are psychopaths, and we have all that, a lot of them. Like Sayyid Muzammal, official on YouTube and Facebook, has, in one of his videos, he did say that majority of females, Pakistani females, women, are what are what's the word? They're psychopaths, like narcissists. Not maybe psychopaths are different from narcissists, but something like this. He had said that the majority of our Pakistani women are like that. Now it's very difficult to explain. Like in year 2000, now you see, Raju married someone when I was in London, a Punjabi woman, a lady. She's the daughter of an Pakistani ex-army officer. Okay, so sorry, bear with me. I can't see this. So I was told. So later on, when they started this distance mind control type symptoms, schizophrenia. But then I did online research, so I found something about gang stalking, like the, distance mind control, and you feel like you're being watched, and all the symptoms were going with me, what I was suffering now in year 2000 somewhere. So this, and the voices were coming that Raju's, Muhammad Jafar's wife, Punjabi and ex-army officer's daughter, because the army, like Pakistani, after Shias, or I was also, my uncle, my mother's brother, had told me, was telling his sister that in Pakistan now they're trying to change Shias by, getting someone like one of the siblings, let's see how they do it. I don't know, it's really systematically done. And they change the mind of a Shia brother, sister, or a family member, and they make them Sunni Muslims. So, and set them against, the family by making them Sunni Orthodox in that way, like those who say that Shias are kafirs, disbelievers, and polytheists. Well, and if, as far as I remember, I think I was told by my aunt that this Raju's wife was not, doesn't come from a Shia family, although on Facebook later on I saw her last name Heather, maybe I didn't really look at her profile, Facebook profile. But, so I'm not sure whether my aunt had the proper information about them, but I was told that Saima Heather was not from, Raju's wife was not from a Shia family, and also an army officer's, ex-army officer's daughter. And the voices then later on in year 2000 I was getting a walkie-talkie or some radio, like military army talking at, one army officer talking to another army officer. This is what I was getting, and I was really sinking, and it was really terrible when the voices came that this army officer's daughter, ex-army officer's daughter, is going to ruin Afsar Auntie's house, Raju's mother's house. So this, and later on when they told me they want to split the house and live separately, like do something, it kind of got to me that, could be. The voices could be right about this against Raju's wife. And so what else is there? Yeah, and in Pakistan, Muslims against Shias, and there was this a Shia, someone was being harassed by this extremist Sunni, and they, of course in Pakistan they had all this Sipai Sahiba, and they had targets, Shia targets, and they had names, a list to do away with these Shias, right, systematically. This also was going on in Pakistan. Oh, and another thing I learned was that not only by reading online about the symptoms on distance mind control, but how they can change your mind and set family members against family members. They can do this through black magic also. So distance mind control or black magic. And I did know that I had told Raju that, Raju, they've said they're going to change your mind and maybe set us against each other. And also I told my friends some Christian friends also, that they're going to change your minds against your minds against me, or my mind against you. So just be aware of that. But we can't do anything when it happens. Like the crash, the pilot distance Air Blue crash happened 28 July. Which year was it? I've forgotten. But it was year 2000, and by now the telepathy was coming to me like the disciple of Fatima Zahra, Prophet Muhammad's daughter. is telling me, or even sometimes directly, Bibi Fatima Zahra would come and tell me her voice that she's Bibi Fatima Zahra announcing like this. So, so through that telepathically, the pilot started to tell me his spirit, right? So after the crash of Air Blue, the pilot said that, like his whole behavior changed. And he said that he told me telepathically that I will be blamed for this crash. And so his behavior going weird, really, terrible. And, I saw myself also changing, like this terrible energy. You're so stubborn that if, like someone, I'm hurting myself, it's hurting me. Why am I, madness, hatred and anger for my principle. And I'm hurting myself so much, and I can't get to that place of compassion. Like a little bit, simmer down. So very stubborn. I don't want to listen to the voice of reason or even the heart's compassionate kind. Just let it go now and be calm. Just let it go, and you don't have to hurt yourself. But no, I was hurting myself by getting angry at my principal. And that energy, that very negative energy, wouldn't go. It was like poison. So anyways, but in the morning, daytime, I could, with that poison, but I could go in the garden at least and spend some time there with the butterflies, taking pictures with dragonflies and all the insects. I could do that, but it was terrible. So the point is that what is written now, I couldn't see it at that time in Karachi when I was over on Facebook, because Auntie Bella, her daughter, my friend Libby, was working for Air Blue, told me not to talk about this right now until the whole case is done and complete, investigation and all that. So not to talk about it on social media, so I couldn't talk about it. That what the pilot said to me of Air Blue crash, that it's not his fault. So I could, distance mind control, how they change your behavior, and you can't stop. You're just compelled. You're out of control. So when you lose, mentally, if you have a mind problem, mental illness or something, there's no control, right? Yeah. So it just changes the behavior, the whole behavior. So how they change the mind of a person through distance, this also. You can check online. I've done my reading, my distance mind control websites I found in Karachi when I was online. Yahoo search and this. Okay, so but the Punjabi, so I'd made so either she was Punjabi or half Punjabi, half Pathan. It could be that she has been after us, my community. So my grandmother, it's been a long time. So when I saw myself changing like this, really terrible for the worse, from wanting to be a good person to really terribly changing. How can I, even when they're taking my mind here and there and they're saying, oh, this in your family, this person did this to you. And then they change it. And then they say, oh, it's your father. Oh, it's Muhammad Jafar, Raju. Or recently you've seen how, or it's Yusuf Agha Mahmud. Right? And so Yusuf Agha Mahmud also had a father who was Irani. Right? So my grandmother, being an Irani origin, and telling my grandfather, a Khoja Sindhi, to divorce his second wife, Pathan, Punjabi or Pakistani, but Pakistani. So could it have started from there? I could see now they wanted to get all the, especially from my grandmother's side and my grandfather's side, Khoja Sindhi, and so yeah, Irani, Pakistani, origin Irani but Pakistani, Iranis, and Khoja Sindhi is from my grandfather's side especially. And this you can see has happened before also, like not just because my grandfather divorced the Pathan or Punjabi Pakistani lady, but also against, like I said, against my mother's relative, Ahmad Ghulam Ali Chagla. So like maybe due to jealousy or competition in Pakistan between this after the, the independence, after independence, like some Pakistanis now couldn't accept Khoja Sindhi because Ahmad Ghulam Ali Chagla was Khoja Sindhi. I don't know, like jealousies and bringing their own people down to get up. And now you see the Pakistani army. Even Imam Tawhidi was saying on YouTube, I heard and watched that the army rules, and especially the Punjabi army, Pakistani army, the rules Pakistan is. And they shouldn't be ruling Pakistan, they should be serving Pakistan. So now the Punjabis have dominated Punjabi army. It should be called, not the Pakistani army. Also this. So all this happening, and some Pakistanis I've seen can be very vindictive. They won't forget. It's like families, generations of, family feuds or things like that going on and on and on. They won't forgive. They're not forgiving. And once they hold a grudge against you, I've seen that in Pakistan. Psychopaths, narcissists, and a lot of corruption also, and fraud. Ongoing, it's like law and order, lies. So, so it just now occurred to me, and that so it could be that if they could make me so bad, like wanting to take revenge from these, even if they're my own family members. Before I was like, forget it, bless them, let them be happy and all this. Year 2000, they made me into a witch or something I didn't think. So, yeah. They can make you into a criminal, make you fight, make you this. So it can't be my father, because they could make my father like that to not love my mother or not love us. Completely like change the mind, completely flip. And they even change your feelings. So what I've experienced through this distance mind control, and I don't call it schizophrenia because it's not a mental disorder. I am sure it's not. It's distance mind control. There's also gang stalking. I found another video on YouTube. It definitely is there. And so and so back to this. Muhammad Jafar, so on him, on my mother's cousin again, before that, just a while ago, a few days ago, Hajri and Yusuf Agha Mahmood. Yes, so setting family members against family members, changing minds, making you believe that it's that person when it's not, and provoking, like totally like putting you in that rage, anger, nafrat, spreading hatred. You can do all, they can do all this through distance mind control, black magic also. And the problem is that you have to really feel, God forbid, you have to experience this to really believe in it. But they do. Okay, thank you. I have to go now and take rest. Try, because they haven't kept me in any rest. You don't even get any rest in this.